drop today, psychic medium. She is a special friend of mine and an even more special psychic medium. And I wanted to have Liz join us today here on Sapphire Souls on A1R Radio. And we're going to chat today a little bit about a few psychic medium things. And so I want you to get to know Liz a bit better. So I'm just going to let you know a little bit more about her. So in 2011, Liz chose to devote herself to being a full-time psychic and never looked back. Like she is, just full force headed into it. And really we're, as a community, glad that she did.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, of course. And so Liz has been featured on Canadian television, The Paranormal Show, several times as an expert. And she was regularly broadcasted on a local radio morning show at Country 89 FM. And she has her amazing show called The Gifted Ones on Giant TV. And so her show, you should check that out as well. She talks to a lot of really interesting people. And it's from everything from angels to zombies, A to Z. So Liz not only is a psychic medium, but she's a certified life coach. So she helps people set goals and manifest them into reality. And she is the president of Psychic Kids United, Inc. And so she is helping everybody learn what it is to be a psychic kid and how to manifest all of those great abilities, and giving parents help along the way in order to guide them with all of that. Because as you know, it might be a huge task, right?
Is it? Well, right? Being a kid and a mom?
Yes.
Right?
Yeah, both sides of it.
From when we were children, that's the whole purpose of it, was to get the information out there for children and their parents, so that they would be able to support each other.
That's right. And it's really great. If you haven't checked that website out, you should check it out, because there's a lot of good information on there. And so recently, Liz has won Top 10 Reader's Choice Psychic Award through the Hamilton Spectator in 2016, 17, and 18, and a finalist in both psychic and life coaching categories for 2019. She was also recognized for Reader's Choice Awards for Top 10 Psychic in the Welland Tribune, Niagara Falls Review, St. Catharines Standard. Good for you. That's awesome. Good job. And so Liz has also won the 2019 Psychic Spiritual Excellence Halo Award and was a finalist in both the Coaching Professional and Medium Spiritual Excellence Halo Awards. And so the Spiritual Excellence Halo Awards are something that I decided that I was going to start offering, as I mentioned in one of my previous podcasts. And so Liz was one of the big winners amongst some other amazing people. Yes. And so that was interesting.
Very blessed. I couldn't believe it. It was one of those nights where, dreams are made of. Yeah. I was called up to the stage way too many times for my liking. But it was good. It was great.
Yes, it was. And if you ever wondered what it was like to be in a room full of psychic mediums or holistic healers, oh my gosh, you have to know that room was buzzing. And several of us days later even said, we feel like we're on some sort of spiritual hangover or something, because it was just in a very positive way, very fulfilling and just genuinely overwhelming in a positive way.
It was.
Yeah. So that was so cool to be part of that together. And Psychic Kids United has also won Spiritual Writer Composer and the Green Spiritual Excellence Halo Award as well. And your show, The Gifted Ones also won.
I know.
Yes, they also won one as well. And so Liz lives in St. Catharines, Ontario, Canada, just a little short way away from me in Niagara Falls. And she lives with her husband, Andrew. She has a daughter, Stephanie, and son-in-law, Brandon, who have two grandchildren. Yeah, Peyton and Warren. And you're called Emma, right?
Yep.
And to stepmother to Ian and Allie.
Yeah.
And so thank you, Liz, for coming. And, you guys are going to be great, because you've got a perfect person to answer some psychic questions.
Oh my gosh,
today.
The two of us together? Are you kidding me?
Yes.
This is exciting.
Let's hope that nothing breaks tonight. Because every time we touch something, it goes down or breaks. So we'll do our best.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah. So no, it can be a little daunting. So especially around technology, when, especially when the two of us are together, everything kind of goes haywire. So I'm very nervous that
We're going to be good. Oh my goodness. So we have a caller, Janet.
Oh, cool.
Yes.
Cool.
So hi, Janet.
Hi, Janet. Oh.
Hello?
Oh, hi, Janet. Here you are. Hi.
Hi, sorry, my volume.
Oh, that's okay.
Hello? Do you hear me?
You're here with me.
Oh, wonderful.
Yes.
How are you? Thank you for having me today.
Oh, thank you for calling in,
calling
Janet.
in for a general. Sorry to speak over you.
She just
sorry. What did you say?
I said a general, anything that comes up, or is it something specific that I have to ask?
Okay, all right, gotcha. Sorry.
Okay. So, Yeah, I'm actually picking up with you, Janet, that this year coming is about to be radically different from what you're used to. So, did you just have a change in job, or like, are you looking at changing jobs? Does that make sense to you?
Yeah, I'm on the verge of it, actually. Like, I do in-store demos, and it's not like where I feel like I want to be, you know?
Yeah. This is actually, we were just talking about
We absolutely were.
Okay.
We must have known you were going to call Janet because we were just talking about something.
Oh my God, perfect.
We're coming into a 4-year. So 2020, you add up the numbers 2 + 0 + 2 + 0 = 4. And what that actually means is when you follow the tree of life, the Kabbalah's perspective, it's a love year. And it's also a push year. So it's all about things changing and we're absolutely about to embark upon new horizons. Anything that hasn't been serving us or sitting well with us this year, we're probably just going to drop it. So you're probably starting to really uncomfortable in certain aspects of life. And this is your job specifically was what I was picking up on, is just about, I feel like you're about to make a radical change and it's exciting. Like I'm not worried about it, but I feel like you've been kind of nervous and they're showing me 3. So is that 3 years that you've been thinking about this?
Oh yeah. I mean, it's been a little bit, maybe 3 months.
3 months,
where it hit like really strongly.
Yeah. So,
but I do have 3 jobs. So.
Oh, geez, you have 3 jobs.
3 jobs. Yeah. Okay, that's the 3 too.
Yeah.
So something's got to change there. That's that's too much as well. Like where's your time?
Yeah.
No time for everything doing 3 jobs. Okay, so we got to kind of pare it down and I'm just not really crystal clear on what it is you're going to be doing. I keep asking them. Are you picking anything up?
Yeah, that would be nice to know.
Yeah, you are very covered in a blue light right now for me. So when I'm seeing blue around you, it really gives me the impression that you have to do something with communication and artistic.
Intuition or?
Yes. The communication. So sometimes when I see a symbol such as social work or teaching, that also is a very intuitive message. So somebody who's really, and your crown chakra is on fire. Like you have this huge light coming out of the top of your crown. Wow. Yeah. Like I'm pretty sure you must have done a meditation or you did some sort of like asking for help today because I'm hearing I'm supposed to be telling you. And there's so the whole time I'm connecting to you, Janet, my shoulder is oh my goodness. My shoulder is just so sore here. And I equate that to a lot, like you're carrying a lot responsibly. Heavy weight. But also you might want to keep an eye on your shoulder or arm because I'm not sure what's happening in there, but I just feel like a little bit sore tension.
I'm actually getting it up the neck as well. So right in here.
Like because of this whole stress, I've been having a little bit of an ailment back there. So yeah.
So we just said that as well. That's one of the things.
Yeah.
So I'm seeing a blue jay sitting perched right here on the shoulder as well. This is, I don't know who this gentleman is. His name is George, but he's standing right behind you. And he's letting us know that he's guiding your path. So everything he's giving you just a little glimpse at a time. And so like highlighting that road for you so that you can see just a little bit at a time could be frustrating because you want to kind of get to the end zone and see what you're doing. But part of it is because you're going to get a left turn in probably, I'm thinking March is the 3 for me, but you know, too, yeah, you got lots of 3s around you, so it could be a lot of things. But this is going to be an exciting turn. I think you're going to get. Are you working with a mentor for spirituality somewhere in Florida?
I work with a lot of different spiritual people, but yeah, it makes sense that they would be in the East Coast. They're all over the place, and there is one person in Connecticut, but I don't know exactly where they are.
Okay, no problem. I feel like you're going to really connect to somebody in the Florida state, probably between March and April or 3 to 4 months from now. And so that's supposed to be really, really enlightening, especially for your health. One of the things that, you know, as a very sensitive person, actually recently I just had a pretty big health scare myself. And you know, I tend to get them as a sensitive person. So we were just talking about that as well. So just remember to clear your energy because it's like sticking to you like one of those Nerf balls that kind of stick to the, everything's kind of coming at you at the same time.
Oh yeah, you're right about that. There's so much.
Yeah.
So, but this is very helpful. I really appreciate it. You know, you've been enlightening.
Good.
Oh, no problem. Can I just ask about your transportation? They keep taking your wheels away. So I'm not sure if that means you've had to fix something or just got a new mode of transportation.
Oh, yeah, I did. It's blue. It's a blue Tucson. I just got it recently. Oh, my God.
Congratulations. That's awesome.
That's fantastic.
Everything about you tonight is the 3s and the blues.
Yeah.
So keep that in mind for the 2020, the year 4, where you're going in. Keep those for your positive numbers and colors.
Oh, wow. A lot of synchronicities. Thank you so much.
Yes, no problem, Jana. Thank you so much for connecting with us tonight.
Of course. Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
No problem. Have a good night.
Okay, you too. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Aw.
That is awesome. I'm so happy that she called in. She's got such a beautiful light about her. Holy.
I know, but such epic things coming up for her in the new year. So a lot of people out there are probably feeling this heaviness right now.
Yes.
You know, like you had mentioned your health concerns, and I have been feeling like, and I was explaining to you earlier, like I'm carrying an extra person around.
Yes, it feels
like
heavy. Very
heavy, but not in a not in a very extreme negative way. It's just, I just feel like, I'm dragging everything around with me. So I think that's because we're leaving this, you know, we're coming up to the closure of 2019 and we have to get rid of and unpack a lot of the stuff that's we've carried through the year.
Absolutely.
So that's one of the things I've started to do. Have a life review, and what did we do well this year? What could we have done differently? So anybody sort of watching this could sort of think like, what can I release? Like, I don't know about you, but a lot of my readings recently have been relationship related.
Yes, there's a lot of relationship this last little while. Yeah.
Yes, and love and a lot of people finding that, you know, that people are leaving them. And so it's like, what is that? Like I seem to have like this magnet of people that are finding me that they're losing their partners in a relationship breakup, not in a like a loss sort of sense. But it's kind of a blessing if you can look at it from that perspective, guys, because, you know, if they're not going to stick around, it's for a reason, and actually it's doing you a huge favor. But they're not seeing it that way. They're feeling very overwhelmed and heavy as a result of the loss, right? Because it is like it's like a passing.
Oh yeah, really. You have to go through the stages of grieving, whether you lose a friend or a partner or whatever, just through deciding to go separate ways in the physical world. Yeah. So you still have to go through all of those stages of grieving. But they do give you a lot of gifts out of it. Maybe they gave you, you know, somebody who pushes our limits makes you have to set boundaries. And some of us, especially empaths, do not like boundaries. So we like them. We just don't know how to make them.
Isn't that the truth?
Yeah. So that's definitely something when somebody is there and they're pushing you all the time, it's like, okay, you have to learn to say no or set boundaries or do self-care. And so you're always getting something out of any type of relationship that you have, even if it's just passing by someone, you know. I always use the experience of road rage, because
perfect analogy.
If I was walking in a department store and I had somebody come super fast up up the back of me, you know, like pushing up the heels, trying to make me go faster, and then got mad and turned and swerved and slammed on in front.
Yeah.
Like that wouldn't really necessarily fly because you're right in person.
Yeah.
But because you're in a vehicle, it almost makes it okay to some. And so I think it's just energy, and it does like help you get through that. Absolutely. Right? You have to work with the energy and set the boundaries for sure.
Yeah. Teach people how to treat you. That's my number one mantra for this year coming up. If you don't teach people how to treat you, they're going to do whatever they choose. And if you're not setting the bar, this is what I require in order to be connected to me, then you're going to become a doormat. So,
and it's difficult because, when you're used to like operating in a relationship like that, you know, it's easy to go back to the comfort zone of, you know, saying it's okay, I'll take more. You feel better, but I'll take it for you and I'll hold on to it. Yeah. But that's, like you're saying, to circle back, relationships will be changing. And, you know, even with careers and job choices, you know, if you're not happy, you also have to make those changes, but you also still have to go through the steps of grieving with that as well, because it's something you're used to and it's in the motion, and not a lot of people are easy to let something like that go, being it's their bread and butter, right?
Yeah.
So it is almost harder to leave a job that you're not enjoying than it is to leave a relationship sometimes.
Exactly. So true.
Mm-hmm. And then you get the illness. So as we were saying, you know, even myself this last week or two, I don't know, you know, exactly what's happening. People that are spiritual tend to get autoimmune problems that go undiagnosed for a long time. I was fortunate because within the last 10 years, finally got a diagnosis, so I can help myself a lot better, and knowledge is power for sure. But this time of year, this is hard for us, right? Like for anybody, whether you're super sensitive to energy or not, this is a very busy time. The hours change, so there's not enough light outside.
Yes.
We're maybe not taking as good care of ourselves, or eating is a little bit quicker because you're not wanting to sit and cook and spend time.
Yeah. I don't think I've cooked for like 4 days.
Yeah.
It's been carry out every day, but that's the worst, right? Mm-hmm. Like, it's just the worst. So we definitely have to be mindful of our body at this time of year, definitely. But the autoimmune thing, like I as well was diagnosed with thyroid issues. Yeah. So, you know, I think it is something that we suffer from for sure, because we are taking on a lot of other people's energies from above and around us. And I don't know if that's the cause, but
we don't know. Yeah, we don't know. Yeah. We do use our bodies in very different ways. Yeah. And so who's to say why or what or how? And that's just something, but it seems to be a lot more symptoms with a lot less of a main diagnosis.
Exactly.
Right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
And so what do you do to help control how much energy you're giving out or receiving?
I definitely, I plan my day so that, like, I'm a morning girl, so I plan my day so that my clients are in the morning. And then I give myself at least an hour to just be. So if that's listening to music, meditating, where I'll just be within it's Liz time. Yeah. Nobody else is around the house, which is wonderful, right?
It's very rare.
Yeah, for you it is. So I'm an empty nester now, so it's unless like
we got 5 kids, 2 grandchildren, 4 cats, like it's almost
a full house over here. I'm the opposite. There's just the 2 of us at home now, so it's great. Yeah, I do get the grandkids every once in a while. I get the grandkids almost nightly, but it is. It's wonderful. But they're little energy, rechargers for me. sometimes they're not. I'm going to be honest.
Yeah.
But so definitely just really take time for you. Meditation, I can't say it enough. If you can't do the mindful meditation where you're just like doing your thing, because I have a monkey brain, a monkey mind, I can't turn it off as easy as most people. So I'll do the guided meditations. Mm-hmm. That's where I go.
I do the guided meditations as well. It's a lot easier to focus on what, they're kind of guiding you to than to lay and be quiet and have your mind go, right? And so
what do you use?
So you know what I like?
What?
And I use YouTube. I use YouTube, right? Okay. But one of my favorites is Lisa Beachy.
Oh, Lisa Beachy.
Lisa Beachy. She's a Reiki master, and she has some amazing meditations for moms. So some of them are super fast, and that works perfect for me for having limited time frames. So I can do a meditation in 5 to 10 minutes, or I can choose to do one for an hour, whatever works for you. So now, of course, you have to resonate yourself with who you are attracted to.
Yeah, and I use fragrantheart.com, and it's out of Australia. It's Elizabeth Blakey, and she's amazing. So check it out. Free meditations, and all different levels of meditation. And there's got to be something there for you between the two of us.
Yeah. And I have some apps on my phone. I think one is Relax and something else. Yeah. And so those are great too. It's endless. The supply of information is just endless. But I think for myself, meditations are one of the least amazing things that I do for myself. I think just going for a drive in my vehicle every day is part of my routine. So I listen to music and I look at the scenery, and anything by water or trees makes me happy. And so doing stuff like that. And then
forest bathing.
That's right. Oh my goodness, it's so nice.
I love it.
And knowing your time limit on things too, right? We get invited to a lot of different things, or you're juggling with responsibilities and that kind of stuff. So set some time limits, okay, I'll be here for 30 minutes, or I can stay here for 2 hours, and then you just go with that, right?
Yeah, trust yourself. When you know you're done doing something, you're done.
Yeah.
Don't force yourself. When I learned to say the word no, it was amazing.
Yes. Yeah.
You too?
Sounds foreign.
Well,
but yeah.
I know. Yeah. No, I never was able to say the word no, but now I can say it no problem.
Yeah. And it's amazing because when you practice those tiny little shifts, when we're talking about our health, I mean, it really does help. And so your body will tell you when you need to slow down. And so that's what just happened to me recently. It was, okay, Amber, time to slow it down a little bit. And if you're not going to do it, then we'll do it for you. And so that's what kind of I got out of that message. So, and the amount of energy I find that I use during a reading, I don't usually do readings if I'm this ill, because then bless you.
Excuse me, sorry.
If I was that ill in the last little while, I usually don't do readings because it takes a lot of energy to do it. And so just kind of rearranging your schedule and kind of just knowing how, take a day or two to rest and then get back on it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I couldn't have said it better myself.
Yeah, right? All right, so what do you have upcoming?
Well, we got Christmas. It's all about Christmas at the Throb household. So it's literally, I'm all shopped out. I don't have to get anything else. I just literally have to wrap at this point. And then we've got a really exciting, the Throb annual Christmas party. Other than that, we've got just some gingerbread making. I saw you did some gingerbreads in this house.
We have about 10 of them lined up on our dining table.
So cute. They're so cute.
It's one of our traditions.
I love it. That's our tradition too. I love it.
Yeah, it's amazing. So I'm glad to hear that. It's so fun. And you know what? It's a time to remember the ones that we've lost.
Yes.
And,
absolutely.
Knowing that they're, in spirit and, maybe listening to their favorite Christmas song or reminiscing about some stuff, or if it's too difficult, then, just holding them in your heart. But it definitely is a time that we wish we had everyone with us.
Exactly. And, talk about them. Don't be afraid to talk about them. They're with you. They are there. They're at that dinner table. They're enjoying the exact same event you are. So don't feel like you can't talk about them. Everybody feels so much more connected when we're talking about them.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. It helps to heal, and everybody does stuff at a different time frame. And so being mindful that everybody is kind of grieving at different times. And so when you're out and about, there might be people who don't want to attend parties, or they don't see themselves, and they're not going to. And so that's okay, because that's the process that they're taking.
Yeah. Don't take it personally.
Yeah. Don't take it personal. It's just something that all of us have to experience and go through at our own pace. And so definitely just absorb it all and enjoy the time that you have with each other and your friends and family that we have now. And I'm thankful for you coming today. Thank you so much. Yes, that was amazing. I love that you can catch Liz on Giant TV on YouTube, right?
Yeah, Giant TV Niagara. It's the Gifted Ones with a Z at the end of ones.
Yeah, so, Gifted Ones. And check her out, see what kind of guests that she has coming in and talking about all those awesome things. And then check out my website, amber-price.com, for more information about my upcoming events and workshops. And we'll talk to you next week.